Hello and welcome everyone to today's video, and in this video we're going to learn about the price action that happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty on 2nd of December and the best stocks that are showing good price action and how we can trade them on today, which is 3rd of December. So first of all, we'll have a brief look on global indices, just mainly American indices. So S&P 500, big green good candle, but this does not mean it's a reversal. This could be a retracement as well, but for now it has closed in green and it is approximately 1.42% up. And then we have Dow Jones, which is also good, 1.82% up, green candle. And then the third index is Nasdaq, which is again 0.8% up, but again on the green side. So let's come back to our own indices, and over here we are going to start with Nifty. First of all, on a daily candle it looks amazing, but here is going today, I think, is going to be a tricky day for both side, because it might have given a big green candle today, but then the close is at a very important level. Why? That's what we need to understand over here. So if you look at this candle, if you could just follow, on 22nd of November this was the opening price, on 24th of November this was the opening price, and then on the 25th of November this was the this was the closing price on 22nd, closing price on 24th, and the opening price on 25th. So the area of 17,400 430 approximately is an important area in terms of the closing and the opening price, right? So this is one area on daily basis, recent area that we can look over here. And now when we get into a smaller time frame, and also remember that we are also maybe following this trend line over here, okay? And also remember, all right, rally, retracement, rally, retracement, rally, retracement, rally, retracement. But in this there is a difference, that in this rally we have witnessed a close which is above this candle, so this could be a turning point here. All right, so now let's get into a smaller time frame and understand what could be the possibilities for tomorrow. Now on a smaller time frame, what we see over here is, just one second. Okay, so this is one trend line that I had on a daily time frame. So resistance, somewhat resistance, resistance, again resistance, fake breakdown, and then fake breakdown, resistance, and then it continued. So we are closed somewhere around that. So understand what are going to be the important points for tomorrow. So, and on the top of it we have given a closing above this trend line. On a daily time frame we can understand this trend line over here, this one. So it has closed above that, but we are still under this one. So on a 15 minutes time frame, my motive is not to tell you where to trade and where not to trade, how to make your profits or losses. My motive for these videos is for you to understand, if at all we want to get into analysis or technical analysis, what are the aspects that we should be looking for, and how to read the naked chart, basically with the help of trend lines, support and resistances. So for the possibilities of tomorrow, for now we will be looking for a bullish trade, but then we will also be ready. We'll also have a plan if in case we see a bearish scenario tomorrow. All right, so this was a very good formation over here, and then it could also be the cup and handle, or however you want to see the patterns, you see the patterns, right? That is more important for you to identify them, right? So this could be a cup and hole pattern. All right, so moving on. Now what happens tomorrow? Three scenarios we are going to start from: gap up, gap down, and flat opening. So since we know what are the key levels for now that we need to understand, one of the key level is 17,600, 17,300, this area, and 17,500, somewhere around here. Okay, so these are the three key levels. 400 is not that important right now, for now, because we've closed above that, I guess. Yes, above that, a little above that. So if in case we are planning, or if in case we are opening flat tomorrow, it will be great. Why? Because this rally that we saw today is not going to cover their longs, or they're not going to sell if they are opening flat. When are they going to sell? They're going to sell if we are coming down 17,300 or somewhere around that, if there is a gap down. Okay, so if we are opening flat, we can enter on the long side as soon as we are crossing 17,430 35, somewhere around that, and our stop loss could be 17,390 or 85, somewhere around that, and the first target is going to be around 17,490 95. And if we are able to achieve that easily, and easily means you go up there, you retrace, you make a higher low, and then this can be broken easily, and then our second target is going to be around 17,570, somewhere around that. So this is how we are going to plan on the long side if we are opening flat. If we are opening flat, we only have to plan on the long side. Reason being, that's how the risk reward will favor you, right? Now if we are opening gap up, for an example, in case of gap up, and if in case we are opening around 70 or 80 points, which will lead to around 17,500. Now this is where you might have to see the price action. Now why? Because the people who bought today, or people who bought in this last rally, will be having a good profit, right? So they will definitely try to book, some of them, not all of them obviously, some of them will try to book their profits, and that might bring the index down a little. Okay, so for an example, I'll mark it over here. If we open somewhere here, now that's where you have to see the price action. If it is coming down, and if it is taking the support around 17,400 420, that will again be a good scenario to buy. Now if it is coming down, look the price action over here, go long above when it is coming down, and then it is giving you any reversal signal or any signal that it has taken a support over here, then we can go long above 17,430 40, somewhere around that, and we can use the stop loss as the day's low and 10-15 points below that, and then in that case the target is going to be 17,580, somewhere around that. Now in this case, in gap up, retracement, and this, we can keep on trailing. We don't have to have a particular target, we can keep on trailing. All right, so this is the scenario for gap up. Now in case of gap down, if in case we are opening 100 points below, somewhere here, 17,000, let's consider 17,320, or 17,320 30, somewhere around that. In that case as well, you might have to wait for 15-20 minutes, and if it all is crossing the level of 17,280, you can go short, and you can use the stop loss as the day's high, and the first target is going to be around this level, 17,190. The targets are small, yes, obviously, but then we might get aggressive. If we cross this level, the next targets can be around this swing, which is 17,060 70, and then keep on trailing, because on a daily time frame we still have to consider that this whole could be a pullback. Okay, although all the indexes, Indian indexes, participated in today's rally, so we have more conviction towards the buy side, towards the long side, not on the short side. But if there is an opportunity in a gap down, we will have to grab it, because we already have a plan. Not that we are just going to go without any plans, and then we are going to enter just because we find it lucrative, and we see a 15-minute or a 5-minute candle red big, so we are not going to enter like this. We have a plan, and that's how we are going to do it. So this is the plan for Nifty: flat, gap up, gap down. We have got it. Now let's get back to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty did not really participate, and as you can see, this was the only index which had the lowest performance today on the upside. So it was only 0.39% up. On the other hand, Nifty itself was 1.35, somewhere around 1.3 or 35% up. So let's understand Bank Nifty now. So Bank Nifty has closed around 36,500, green signal, and if we look at the candle is okay. It's not that healthy, to be honest, and if it would have breached the area of 36,700 or so, it might have been great. But since, you know, wherever it has closed, and if we can plan a trade around that, it'll be great for us. So it has been following a trend line from the top, right at the top. So once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times. Yes, I would call this a rejection. Reason being, it did not cross it today. So 7 times it has been rejected, and it has closed above around level of 36,500. Okay. So tomorrow, how we can plan this one is, let's get into a 15 minutes time frame first of all. So we have a trend line over here, 1, 2, 3. So it did not close above it. Okay. So this is a little bearish. So again, this will be tricky today, Bank Nifty. If we have, now let's consider what are the possibilities in case we are opening flat. In case we are opening flat and then we are crossing, I know 500 points, 200 points, yes. So in first half an hour, if we are able to sustain this 36,500, 550, and then we have a high around 36,700, we can go long, and our first target will be around 37,000. Oh, okay, so this is a round number, 36,950, somewhere around that. So we can go long above 36,690, somewhere around this. In that case, what can be the price action? If it is opening flat, going up, facing some rejection but making a higher low. If it is making a higher low and trying to cross it again, we can place our entry over here, and the stop loss is going to be the previous swing low, and then the first target is going to be around the round number of 37,000, could be somewhere around 36,940, and then keep on trailing, because if this happens tomorrow, there are high possibilities we might see a big movement in Bank Nifty. Okay, and then keep on trailing, just minimum 1:2, and then keep on trailing. There are no fixed targets from my side on this one. And sorry, in case of gap up, if we are gapping up around 200 300 points, around 36,800, I think that could be better if we gap up tomorrow in Bank Nifty. And what we can do is we can go long right above 36,900. This is and now this really depends on how Nifty is performing tomorrow, because this is going to be an aggressive side. Gap up around 36,750, 36,800. If there is a big green candle like this, even after the gap up, now wait for the retracement. Check how is it performing near the day's low. If there is any two green candles with a long wick on the downside, you can go long above 36,810, 20, and then use the stop loss. This will be a very aggressive trade. Okay, please understand this. If there's a gap up, 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, if it is reaching around the area of 36,800 or 900, exactly around this, and then if it is retracing, we will not chase this rally like this. If it is going like this, we will not chase this. If it is retracing and if it is respecting the day's opening level, then we can go long from wherever we see a green candle, at least two green candles. And if it is with higher a long wick on the downside, right, we can go long, and the stop loss just a little below the wick, and keep on trailing. For you will definitely, in this sort of trade, you will definitely get 1:3, that's for sure. Okay, now in case of gap down, what we can do now, in case of gap down, if we are gapping down somewhere around here, 36,300, 300, 250, then this trend line or this area will become a resistance. If it is not crossed within 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour. If it is not crossed between this time, this will become a resistance. And there are two ways that we can short Bank Nifty based on the price action. Okay, now considering it is considering it is opening opening gap down somewhere around the area of 36,300 250, we can go short just below this 36,240, and the day's open is going to be the stop loss, and the first target could be around this 35,900, and then keep on trailing. That's going to be your first that's going to be your first target. Now why are we aggressively shorting? Why are we not waiting in case of gap down for it to retest the high? Because whosoever was long over here, and if there is a gap down, they will close their positions as soon as the market opens. That will make sure that there is a big red candle along with the gap up, and then if there is a red candle, people might the bears might get into this rally and maybe drive this downwards. So this is the plan on the flat opening, gap up and gap down. Okay, and the stocks, we have a lot of stocks, and I might not be able to get in, and I would personally not suggest for you to just track all of them, because it isn't possible. But every one of these stocks were, they were amazing, so I had to pick them. So there is a big rally in IT index, and that's what we had discussed on Sunday as well. So this, why exactly we are picking up HCL Technologies. It could reverse from here, but if there is a breakout, we'll see a good rally. Okay, because the price has spent a lot of time around this area, as we can see. Just forget about the previous one, but if you look at this one, it has spent a lot of time around 1188 and 1183, somewhere around this. So the plan could be simple, because this is either going to get you a stop loss, and if there is a stop loss in this one, I will not re-enter. So if it is crossing the area of 11, or maybe just the day's high, 1190, just get into it, and the stop loss can be day's low. Okay, it should be the day's low, and then ride it up till, first of all, 1200, see how it performs over there. It should easily break if we are positive. If Nifty is positive, we can really break this very easily, and your target will be around 1210. So you're easily getting 1:2 in this one. So similarly, you can plan a trade in Infosys as well. So how we can do Infosys is, if you look at this, if you can understand this, this is where we got our first rejection. We got a fake what do you call this, breakup, I don't know, breakdown, I forgot, I'm sorry. So break up, and then it came back down, and then that's exactly where it faced the rejection as well, and then it came down, it halted again over here at the same time, and then break up, I guess. I think I forgot the word. So whatever it is, how are you going to plan the trade for tomorrow in Infosys is, again, this is going to be you can apply, I think you can apply the opening breakout strategy in this particular stock, if we do have a trend line, do we? Yeah, we sort of have a trend line, but then it will not work if we are going to apply the opening breakout strategy. And how we can apply this is, just enter into this one if it is crossing 175354, somewhere around that. The stop loss can be this itself, which is 1747 for conservative traders, and for aggressive traders, the days open, a little below days open, will be the stop loss, and easily you will achieve 1:2 for sure. The first hindrance could be around the area of 1764, somewhere around that, and you might receive 1783 if Nifty is positive. Okay, you only have to trade the long side stocks if Nifty is positive. Now we see similar thing, exactly same thing in Reliance as well. The price has spend a lot of time around 2500 area, 2 3. Okay, let's look at it this way: close, open, and then close over here, and then the whole day was spent here, and then it closed over here, it opened from similar level, the low was here, the high, the open was here, high, high, and again high around 2500. So let's get into a small time frame and understand how we can do this for tomorrow. Oh yeah, there's a trend line as well that it has been following. So it is not important for Reliance to trade just when it breaks this. If you get some time, you can also, if you spend a lot of time in front of the screen, you can also see how is it performing around 2495. So if it is facing first rejection, no problem, and if it is taking support from this previous swing low of 2477, then we can go long as soon as, okay, I'll rather draw. Okay, so for an example, if it is opening flat, going up, facing rejection, and if it is not breaking the day's low, then we can enter around 2490, and the stop loss is going to be a little below the swing low, and then the targets are going to be around 2530 or somewhere around, yes, 2525, somewhere around that. Okay, so that will be the plan for Reliance. I think 3 are enough. We are not going to get into the fourth one, because the more you have, it is a tendency of trading more stocks, or at least looking at them and just seeing if if you would have traded this one, would you have got money or not. So that is the tendency, and that is something we should really not be doing, to be honest to you. So this gave a breakdown, decisive breakdown, and this was an important level, as we can see. Okay, so this could be a retracement, and if this is a retracement, now this is a new strategy which you might not a strategy, but you might wanna use this. Now if tomorrow Nifty is positive and this particular stock is not able to cross this high of 3364, somewhere around this, or even this, okay, this will be a great area, I guess. If it is not able to cross this, it could be around 11:30, 12:30. So if it is around here and it is not performing in a good manner, then we can short it around the same area. The stop loss can be around the area there where we can short this is 338085, and then the stop loss could be around 3405, and then 1:2 will be easily achievable, and just keep on trailing until 3242, somewhere around this. So this is the plan for Bajaj Auto. Tata Motors, auto sector, for some reasons I find it weak in comparison to Nifty. Okay, so the same thing is in Tata Motors as well. And if you could recall, this is what we were discussing in Nifty as well, that after this downfall, today's closing, I mean yesterday's closing in Nifty was above this red candle, but today as well, when the Nifty has performed amazingly on the upside, Tata Motors could not break this area, and this is where it has spent a lot of time, around the area 480. Okay, so this could be a retracement, and also we have a trend line. So I'll show you another thing after we are done with this. So on a smaller time frame, we could move the trend line like this. So first 15 minutes, 20 minutes watch. If it is not able to cross this 480, 482 or 483, just as soon as it is crossing the day's low, wait for the first one. Maybe if the Nifty is positive, wait for the first day's low break, enter when it is breaking the day low for the second time, or if it is around the area of 477, 478. The stop loss could be 481 or the day's high, and then keep on trailing. Yes, when I say keep on trailing, I also mean that if we are shorting around this area, we will possibly get 1:2 for sure, and then keep on trailing for maximum. Okay, so this is the third one we have. Let's not do the third one. We have 3 on the long